The orcs have been repelled, and their war boss has been defeated. But this war is far from over. The orcs still threaten to overcome several major population centers, and could mass more than a large enough force to overwhelm the Imperial armies present on the planet. We have bought time, nothing more. But this is no longer a primary concern. Our scouts have recovered evidence that the forces of chaos, the great enemy, may be operating on this planet, right under our very noses. We must face this foe wherever they stand. If there is even a chance that they are here, we must seek them out and destroy them. Inquisitor Toth is demanding that we leave the planet, but of all the powers his position grants him, commandeering a space marine company is not one of them. I must admit that I find his presence unwelcome so soon after the events on my homeworld of Cyrene. Inquisitors have a way of inflaming a guilty conscience, and that I do not need right now.
This warp storm could trap us here for a month or for a century. We cannot risk staying here. We must evacuate Tartarus before it arrives in 3 days' time.
The Imperial Guard and Holy Fleet can attend to the evacuation. The Blood Ravens have more pressing matters to contend with.
Such as?
I believe agents of chaos have taken strong root here.
I sense no taint here. Even so, were there a chaos presence on Tartarus, it is better we leave them here with the orcs than waste more lives fighting them. We could wish no worse fate for either of our enemies, and to be trapped with the other. But we must leave here now.
That is a matter for my brothers and I to decide. We will use these 3 days to settle our affairs and satisfy our suspicions. Meanwhile, you have our transports to facilitate evacuation.
Colonel Brom, the captain and I must attend to matters of faith. If you would leave us, please.
But surely this involves me as a...
Forgive me for not being clear on the matter. I said please, when in fact I meant now.
This does involve him. You should have shown him a modicum of respect.
Captain, you uncovered extensive heresy on your home world. Cyrene, was it?
That has nothing to do with the events here on Tartarus.
But I believe they do. You requested the Inquisition undertake an exterminatus, the destruction of your planet's entire populace, which we obliged.
I still fail to see...
Captain, I am not questioning your loyalty, but I must wonder if your actions on Cyrene have not affected your judgment. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. I merely fear that you might see chaos, but it does not exist. I ask that as a loyal subject of the Emperor, you serve the Imperium's interest before your own agenda.
Captain, that Inquisitor had no right to speak to you in such manner. But perhaps he is right. The coming storm will trap our enemies here where they can consume one another.
And what if the forces of chaos escape the system before the storm? No. We will not use this freak occurrence as an excuse to avoid our enemies, or our responsibility. They are here for a reason, and we will discover that reason.
We are with you, brother Captain, as always.
The humans are coming your way in full force. You should hear their heavy feet long before you see them, and smell them long before that.
Orbital Command has indicated the dropship landed in this general proximity. We've discovered a path, Captain. It's obvious someone has been digging here.
Cut by orcs?
I've never seen an orc lend such a careful hand to a task.
If it wasn't orcs, then it must be the forces of chaos. We will follow this path and discover the truth behind what has transpired here. The sacred artifact will now be available to us. Construct it, and we will have access to powerful abilities.
Build routine 721 initiated.
Yes, my lord.
None can stand before the Inquisition.
Yes.
Scouts here.
Fear denies faith.
I await your instructions. With all due haste.
The Emperor protects. Space Marines, advance!
Here to serve. With all due haste.
Scouts here. Infiltrating enemy territory.
Marine squad deployed. What is your order?
Yes, most beneficent.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Yes?
Knowledge is power at will. I can sense the enemy. They are close. I serve.
Marine
The
squad
Emperor
deployed.
protects.
Area secured.
Awaiting orders. What is your order? Ever vigilant. Moving out. Awaiting orders. We are the Emperor's chosen. What is your order?
Here to serve.
Yes, my lord. Stay vigilant, brothers. Fear our wrath. Awaiting orders. Moving out.
My knowledge is at your
Praise
disposal.
the Emperor.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Yes?
Scouts awaiting orders.
We are the Emperor's chosen. Direct us to the enemy.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw
I
breath,
await
there
your
can be no
instructions.
peace. For the glory of the Emperor. Follow me into battle.
What is it you desire? I will see that it happens.
Yes, Lord. Here to serve. Initializing build protocol.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Orcs, attack! My aim shall not falter. Wait, they weren't attacking. They were fleeing. Confirm.
What could inspire
For
fear
the
in an
Emperor.
orc?
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated.
The area is secure.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, Lord. I exist to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Follow me into battle. Something is not right here. These orc bodies do not look like they were dispatched by Imperial hands. We must proceed with caution. Eldar,
Perhaps we were mistaken about the presence
by my
of the forces
command,
of chaos.
attack! Be it Eldar or Chaos, I will have answers either way. Press on. united in his service.
Let the grenade fly! Fire in the hole!
In his name.
We shall know no fear.
Yes, Lord.
Under fire!
Yes, Lord. Here to serve. Yes, most beneficent one.
Securing objective.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes, most beneficent one. I shall obey.
What would you have me do? For the honor of the chapter. What would you have me do?
Attacking!
Here to serve. I shall obey. I exist to serve. What is your will? Yes, Lord?
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Here to serve. Here to serve. Yes, Lord.
Marine squadron deployed.
Protocol.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Here to serve.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Apothecaries are standing by to tend to our wounded. Build them at the sacred artifact. Praise the Emperor.
I await your instructions. With all due haste.
Yes, my lord. Ever vigilant.
Yes, most beneficent one. As you wish. Initializing build protocol.